Hi everyone! Today I'm going to be making a spring vignette for in my kitchen. And these little cuties are the star of the show. So stick around and I'll show you how it's done. This is the area that I'll be making my vignette, and as you can see, I have a lot of room to work with here. Are you familiar with Longaberger baskets? So this is a Longaberger basket, and they are very good quality baskets. They are handmade, and they are just a wonderful basket. And they used to have Longaberger parties, kind of similar to like a party light or home interior. A hostess would come to your home and they would demonstrate the baskets and show them, and then you could buy them and you could order them, and it was just a really fun idea. And I don't even know if they still have parties like that or if they even still make Longaberger, because I haven't purchased one in a very long time. But this Longaberger basket actually has a beautiful liner, and it also has a divider and a lid. Like, I could use it for veggies, I could use it for fruit and dip, I could use it for ice cream toppings, I could use it for so many things. But I'm also going to decorate with it, and this is going to be my base for my vignette, and it's very large and it's going to work really well. And this vignette that I'm going to make, it will not only work in your home if you have Tuscan decor, if you have farmhouse decor, traditional, it will work in so many decorating styles. So this is what I'm going to use for my base, and then I'm going to build my vignette from this. So I'm going to put it right here on my counter. Do you remember these beautiful cloth napkins that I shared in one of my videos? They were hand painted, and I just think they are so beautiful. They have the roosters, they have the checkered pattern, and they have all of the rich colors that I love. So what I'm going to do with these is I'm just going to use 2 of them, and I'm just going to drape them right over the corner like this. And I'm sorry if I'm blocking your view. I'm trying really hard here to do it from an angle, but I'm just going to place one just like that. And the other one, I am going to tuck back on this corner, just like that. And this is going to give me texture, and not only that, it also gives me color, and it matches in so well with my decor. And I definitely have to have greenery. So this is the first greenery that I'm going to be using. And I love working with this kind of greenery. I just think it's beautiful. I love how it hangs. I love the little pieces. And it just is so nice. And this came from Hobby Lobby. And it's one of my favorite ones from there. And I've used it in different places of my home. And you can just drape some of these little pieces over the side. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, because in nature things are just growing beautifully and wild, and it just looks so nice. So you really want to try to make it as natural looking as you can, and you can just work with it, until you get it just how you want it. And I'm sorry if I'm blocking your view. I'm trying really hard to just show you everything that I'm doing here. And I think that looks good. These are the next greeneries that I'm going to be using, and these are beautiful. They have the fern, they have the other greenery, and I just think they are beautiful. And I'm not sure exactly what these are called, but they're just so gorgeous, and they're full. And these came from Michael's quite some time ago, but they still sell something very similar. And I'm going to just start by placing one back in this corner, and I might have to go back and readjust them after I start adding in all of the other pieces that I'm going to be adding to this vignette. And I'm going to add the other one to this side, just like that. And this is going to be so full and just look so natural, and it's just going to tie in so well together. And you guys know how I love Goodwill. And this I just found yesterday. I found this at a Goodwill that I've never been to, and it was in Syracuse, New York. And yesterday was my daughter's 17th birthday. So she wanted to go to the Destiny Mall, and the Destiny Mall, if you've ever been there, you'll know that it is absolutely huge. It's 3 floors, and they just have so many stores there. But of course, you know me, it's like I had to go and find a Goodwill. So my husband and I dropped the girls off, and we found one about 3 miles away, and I found probably about 6 different items, and I'm just so happy with this. And I think it's adorable, and I paid $4 for it, and it was originally $24.99 from Home Goods. So I'm just gonna place it right here in the center of my Vignette. And I might, like I said, have to go back and play with these a little bit, just so they don't start separating too much. But I like that, and I think that looks good so far. Now I'm gonna add this beautiful grapevine wreath, and this is a 12-inch grapevine wreath, and I'm gonna tuck it right back in this corner. But first, I'm going to make a pretty burlap bow, and I'm gonna show you how I plan to make my little burlap bow. So to make my bow, I just used some of my roll of burlap, and I think I got this a while ago at Walmart, and it wasn't very much at all. And what I did was I just unrolled about, oh, this might be about 2.5, maybe 3 feet, and I just cut a strip from it. And it doesn't need to be a very big strip. I guess I probably went about, that's probably about 2 inches, 2.5. I just eyeballed it for the thickness that I wanted. And you can really make it whatever size you want. And if you want to just make things easy and just buy the already 1-inch, 2-inch burlap ribbon, you can even do that. But I didn't want to go out and spend any more money on extra burlap because I had so much. So I just used what I had, and it worked out really good because this is just a very easy little bow, just something to spruce up my wreath just a little bit. So that's the size of it. As you can see, it's not fancy, and it doesn't need to be fancy because the more texture that this has, it's going to look so much nicer. And I took my floral ribbon, or I'm sorry, my floral wire, and I just cut off a piece of probably about maybe 10 inches I'm gonna go with. And I'm just gonna cut that, and these are just really super old scissors that I'm using. These are definitely not my good scissors. So this is very simple, and I hope that you can see okay. So I'm just gonna kind of have my ends dangling at the same length, and you just kind of, let me do that again for you, just kind of just cross them like you'd be making an X, and pinch the center just like that. And however big you want to make your loops, they can be as big or as small as you want, but you definitely want to try and have them even. And then just pinch it in the center and take your floral wire and just wrap it around. And like I said, this is so simple, you guys. And you could do this with any kind of ribbon that you wanted to use, just to add something. There's many different fancier bows out there, but I just wanted something very simple for this. And that's it. And then what you do is just cut your tails, and if you want to dovetail them or however you want them. And I'm just going to cut these off just about like this. I'm going to cut one. I hope you can see this. And then I'm just going to cut the other one in the other direction. And like I said, this is nothing fancy at all, you guys. And there you go. And that's just a little bow that you can add to spruce something up. So it's going to be very easy to add this bow to my wreath. All I'm going to do is take my wire and just wrap it around my grapevine wreath. And if I want, I could just fish it through, you know, some of this grapevine here, but I'm just wanting to make this just really easy. So I'm just gonna wrap it around and make sure that it's anchored. And just kind of really make sure it's nice and tight. And that's it. So I'm just gonna tuck this into this corner, just like this, and hopefully everything doesn't go flying out. And I might have to go back and just play with it a little bit, but I just wanna sit it right here in the corner, just like this. And I want some of this beautiful fern kind of poking out through it, just like that. And readjust this a little bit. Now I have to add this cute little rooster. Isn't he just adorable, you guys? I think he is so adorable. I bought him from Hobby Lobby and he was regularly $34.99, but I didn't pay that for him. I got him for 40% off. But I'm gonna go ahead and just cut his little price tag off here. And little Mr. Rooster is just gonna go right here in this corner. And I think this is coming together so cute. And I hope that you can see, I hope I'm not blocking your view. But I just love this so far. And I love the colors. So what do you think of Mr. Rooster there? Doesn't he look sweet? Now I want to have something similar or resembling a nest. So what I'm going to do is I have some raffia and I'm just going to take some raffia and I'm going to attempt to make a nest or something that appears to look like a nest. And I'm also going to add some Spanish moss to this nest. So I'm just going to open up this other bag of raffia. And I'm just gonna pull some off of this. And I don't want a whole lot, but I do want some. So I have probably about two and a half feet of raffia pulled off. And I'm just gonna wrap it into a circle, just kind of resembling a nest. And it's not gonna be anything fancy. And just kind of smush it up just a little bit. Make it look like the hens were trying to build it and just fluffing it up a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add this right into the corner. And I'm going to smush it down a little bit. And I want this greenery poking up here, and I hope you can see that I'm not blocking your view. And just kind of round it a little bit because, you know, I want it to kind of be deep like the hen was sitting there, and I want to add some Spanish moss to this also. I love working with Spanish moss, but it is just so messy. So I'm just gonna kind of tuck this in and around too, and it can be kind of poking out because I just want it to look as natural as it can. And I have it all over me here. So, but I'm just, you know, kind of what I'm doing here is just kind of tucking and pulling it through the nest and just trying to really make it resemble an outdoor bird nest. And I'll show you here in a second how that looks after I've been just poking at it. And I think that's probably enough. So I've been wanting to find just natural looking eggs or white colored eggs, and yesterday whenever we were at the Destiny Mall I went into the at-home store and I found these, and they were $5.99, and I just think that they are going to work perfectly. And they have little strings connected to them so that you could hang them, and I don't want to cut those off just in case eventually at some point I might want to hang them. So I'm just going to really be careful in how I place these so that you can't see the string. So I'm just going to add my little eggs in here, and I don't really know how much I'm going to need, but they are just going to look so cute in here. And I'm sorry if this is shaky. I'm trying to add these and hold my camera because I really wanted to be able to have you get a good look. So this is just going to look so sweet. So I think that looks like enough eggs. So now I'm going to add something else. So I really want to add a hen to this display, but I really don't have a hen. So I'm going to pretend that this little, well, maybe it actually is, but I don't think. But I'm going to pretend that this is my little hen because I love the colors and I think that the size is perfect. So I just want to set this right on top of these eggs, and I might have to add a few eggs. I might have to adjust the eggs a little bit, but I just think that this is going to look so cute. So, and I think I do. I think I want to add just one more little egg here, and that'll also help to kind of stabilize the hen, or my pretend hen, so it doesn't fall out. And I think I'll add another one right here. And I think that that is so, whoops, that string's, let me turn that one around just a little bit. Tuck that down in there just like that, because I don't want to see those strings. So, I feel like my vignette is still missing just some more texture. So I found these and I think that they are going to tie in so well. So I'm just gonna go around and just tuck them in, and it doesn't have to be anything fancy. I'm just gonna tuck them in different places here, and it's also going to give me more texture, and it's gonna look so nice, you guys. And I wanna add one over here, and you guys, I'm sitting here looking at this and I think it's gorgeous, but it still feels like it's missing something, and I really feel like it needs some color popping up through that greenery. So I'm gonna go see what I can find. I got my color. These are going to look so cute popping up, and it just reminds me of flowers just starting to open in the spring. So not only do the colors match with my decorating, it also matches for spring. So this is going to be perfect for in here. So I'm just gonna go and just place these around too, and I don't want it to be fancy, I just want it to look natural. Well, that's it for my video today. If you liked this video, please give me a great big thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I really hope that you'll consider subscribing. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!